Well, hello, and welcome to our construction and engineering selection of projects. I'm Mr. Warwick.
And I'm Chuck Felice.
So what we have in front of us today are the projects that we selected for both the engineering program and the construction program. And although the projects are the same for both classes, the slant is either towards engineering or towards construction, green construction, and so forth. So the first thing we do is we spend a great deal of time working on mechanical drawings, isometric, orthographic, and oblique drawings. And we make our own triangles, 45, 45, 90, 30, 60, 90, and we end up making a watertight paper box. Very simple projects that work with measuring and drawing. We then step up to pneumatics, which is the use of compressed air as a form of energy. And we make this pneumatic jaw that opens and closes, mostly out of cardboard, plastic, wood, and small pieces of metal. From there, we have a similar project, but instead of pneumatics, it's hydraulics. It's the use of compressed liquid as a form of energy. And here we have what simulates a hydraulic lift, okay? And again, mostly made of cardboard, plastic, wood, wire, simple materials. We then move to, and again, with each of these projects, we're doing some drawing work. And then here we have a trivet where the materials are mostly pre-cut for the students, with mitered corners and butterfly joints in the corners, felt pads on the bottom, and a ceramic tile that fits in. A very useful project. And this project, we're learning about ceramics and different kinds of hardwoods and softwoods. Mr. Felice?
And then that moved on to our next project, which was a cell phone holder. It was a project that I was planning on doing this year in my woodworking classes, but it turned into something that we had to figure out how we could make it. And so what we chose was we chose to use cardboard, but what we did was there was a lesson all about the putting together of how plywoods are put together and how you can use them and how the strength and everything goes, as well as a drawing full size that the kids were able to use to do all of their layout. Then that led to our construction project. And in our construction project, the students learned about foundations, flooring, how there are different types of foundations, the flooring, the nailing pattern of flooring, and then also the framing of walls and all of the different names of the different parts of a wall. And so then after we went through that and we talked about construction, the construction trades, carpentry, and all of the different things that go along with that, then we moved on to a sprinkler. And on the sprinkler, we were able to talk about the different kind of plastics, thermoset and thermoplastics, and then also how we could create more volume and more pressure coming out of the sprinkler through reducing different pieces so that we got the maximum amount of water coming through. And then that led to our culminating project that tied everything together, and that was our solar house. And so the students went through and we built a solar house. It is all wired together, so as you can see, the light is on. And there were a variety of ways that the students could turn on the light. So they could turn on the light with using and wiring the solar panel to the LED, or they could wire the wind turbine to the LED lights, use something, whether they went outside when it was windy, or using something like a hairdryer or a fan would turn the turbine, which would turn on the light. And then the last thing that we were able to do was have the students do the solar panel and connect it to the turbine. And if they went outside, it would turn the turbine with the sunlight hitting the solar panel. And this was a great project that we were able to talk to the kids about how we produce energy in the United States as well as California, and then also different green energies, where it was solar, wind, hydroelectric, and the variety that is out there to create the energy and to create clean energy. And so they were a great set of projects that the students enjoyed. We had a great time with it, and there was a lot of learning and a lot of education throughout this process.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for the support.